Well, in this video, I wanted to unbox and give my first impressions on two Schuyler Bibles, while at the same time comparing two different leathers. We've got the goatskin and a calfskin here. They both feel different. They both work differently. They both look differently. And so I want to compare and contrast those as we jump into this review and first impression. Now, with every Schuyler Bible, they have these beautiful black clamshell boxes with the Jerusalem cross on there. They've got Schuyler Bibles, USA, Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, describing the different countries that supply the various materials that it takes to make these Bibles. Now, on the side of the boxes here, you're going to have your Bible model reference here. So Quentel NLT black goatskin full yap. This is also an NLT Bible, saddle brown calfskin full yap. Now let me go ahead and pop these open, get the Bibles out, and we will take a look. Okay, here they are. We've got the black goatskin and the saddle brown calfskin, which is kind of like a British tan, to be honest, just a fancier way of saying it. Now, a few immediate differences in these Bibles, just getting them out of the box. Of course, with the goatskin, you've got a beautiful natural grain on there, kind of pebbly, very textured. You can definitely feel those pebbles on the front cover. Of course, you've got on the calfskin a much smoother finish. There is not as much texture here when it comes to raises in the leather. It is much smoother. But there is a very tight grain if you were to look up close on this cover. Now, there does not seem to be any legitimate scarring on any of these Bibles. Sometimes you get, because they're natural grain, you get some type of scarring on the Bible itself. These do not seem to have any scarring. Now, something else that's going to be different with both of these Bibles is over the years using these, you're going to get a different patina, you could say. The goat skin's not going to show much wear and tear over the years. Now, you use it every day for 5 or 10 years, you'll notice some differences. But on the saddle brown calfskin here, you're going to notice quite substantial patinas and marks and scarring as you use this Bible. Now you can see I just gave this Bible a very minor scratch. The cool thing about this leather is you can in essence rub this scratch out. And so naturally as you're using this Bible, it is going to gain nicks and scratches. Your oil is going to rub off onto the leather and it's going to cause some discoloration, which is one of the attractions of leather like this. You use it for 5 years, it's going to really show a lot of its use. The goatskin will not do so as much. Now, looking at the spines, you've got Holy Bible NLT, you've got 6 raised ribs, and then you've got the Schuyler logo here on the lower part of the spine. On this edition, you're going to have a blind stamping rather than a gold or silver embossing. Of course, you got those 6 hubs, Holy Bible NLT. So this is a much more minimalistic look. Of course, you do have the beautiful Jerusalem crosses on the front covers there. Now, I did mention these are full yap Bibles, and so on each of them, you're going to have an excess of leather that hangs over. That is the yap. It's meant to protect the page, the text block. Now, one of the things that Schuyler does is they use a tooled lining around the text block on the leather that differentiates the cover from the actual overhang or the yap. Now, they also get a perimeter stitching around the outside perimeter of this Bible here. So you get the tooled line and then the outside stitching. Now, opening both of these Bibles, you do get a information card on how this Bible was constructed. Very common in every Schuyler Bible. And you're going to get your inside liners. Now, the black goatskin, as always, their most classic Schuyler Bible. It's got that deep fire engine red inner calfskin liner. You do get the gold gilding around the edges. Now, one thing they've started doing with their new Schuyler Quentels is they've started hand pleating the corners. In the older Quentel models, they did not have pleated corners. They had them stitched. Now they use stitching on the very outside, but they also use some form of adhesive. You get the same thing with the calfskin, the saddle brown calfskin here. You get those pleated corners. Now this is more of a burgundy inner liner, which I really enjoy. You do, of course, get the edge lining in these Bibles, which is the cover being glued to the text block. It's a much more reinforced spine and cover that provides greater endurance over the years. Of course, with both Bibles, you get the Schuyler presentation page, the marriages page, births, deaths, all of that good stuff. Now, the insides of these Bibles are going to be the exact same, so I'm just going to show you the saddle brown calfskin. You've got your Holy Bible page. You've got the New Living Translation publication page on the front and back here. This was printed and bound by Youngblood in the Netherlands. They've been binding books and Bibles since 1862. The paper was supplied by France, and so you're going to get the best quality of materials in Schuyler Bibles, probably hands down compared to any other publisher. Now, Allen is going to be the closest one as far as quality goes in matching what Schuyler is really going after. Now, opening it up to the Old Testament here, you've got your beautiful double column paragraph format text with your cross-reference suite down here at the bottom, some footnotes as well. This is going to be some very nice paper, as I mentioned, from France, but one of the things that might deter you from using a Schuyler Bible is the thickness of their paper. It's a 28 GSM. It's somewhat loud, and it's very, very thin when compared to other Bibles. It's kind of a typical Bible paper, very thin, very fragile, and yet it feels fragile, like I mentioned, but it is not fragile. This paper can take a beating. I'm not going to set the bar too high on the paper. Of course, it can rip. It can get damaged by water, but it is very resilient paper nonetheless. It's going to take well to various writings and markings as long as you're using such a pen as the Pigma Micron. I typically would recommend the 01 or 005 nib. It's just going to be the best as far as note-taking in small margins, underlining as well. Also, you can highlight in this Bible. One of the best highlighters that I've found to be useful is the Sharpie highlighters. They do the least amount of bleed through. Of course, there are many others on the market that you can look into, but overall, guys, this Bible is just a quality Bible. Now, in this Bible specifically, you get 3 ribbons. These are going to be a red ribbon in the saddle brown, and they're going to be a red ribbon in the regular Quentel. Looks like they use the same colors of ribbons. Now, I kind of hoped they had matched the burgundy color with the burgundy ribbon, but that's okay. So you're going to get 3 Beresford ribbons in both of these Bibles, which they're fantastic. If you are someone who uses ribbons consistently in your Bible, these are going to be the best of the best when it comes to quality. I typically use sticky tabs rather than the ribbons themselves, but to each their own. Now, something else you get in every Schuyler Quentel, depending on, well, in every translation really, is you get a substantial concordance. And a concordance is, in essence, kind of like a dictionary, if you will, of, well, a dictionary and glossary of certain words. One thing that you're going to get here is you're going to get, in this NLT edition, you're going to get a simple definition of each word. Now, I don't believe every translation does this. I'm pretty sure the NLT is the only one that I know of that actually has a short description of the word. And then, of course, you get the various main passages in which the word is used. Concordances are so helpful, and I love the concordance that Schuyler and each translation chooses to include in the Bible. Now, you also get, in these Quentels, you get lined notebook paper on that same GSM, 28 GSM paper. You get a good amount, probably about 30 pages front and back if you were to total them. And then you get your Schuyler Bibles, Bible maps here and some charts, which are somewhat helpful if you enjoy such a thing. And then you, of course, get your cardstock paper back here in the back. You can make use of this stuff. I typically use every blank page in my Bible to its fullest potential. And then you get the back of the Bible. So guys, this was, again, a quick comparison and unboxing and first impression of the black goatskin Schuyler Quentel full yap and the saddle brown calfskin in full yap. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will include a link in the description below where you can go to Evangelical Bible and pick up one of these Bibles. Until next time, God bless.